Tom.
Which evidence?
The evidence, my lord, that they stopped at that garage for the entire evening until midnight.
Yes,
Ba re botlhatsi
Sergeant.
bola ba gore le na le yeme mo la garage-eng bosigo ka moka ga senke le botlhaloše ge be le fana ka botlhatsi le thomo.
Which was a rema because Sarah Rato Axobana Oman, Marifitle, Pretoria, half past 3 to 4. I love Shogam, and Kitalushi Jamatomo, Hello Belinti Jobs.
If you were listening to my evidence well, I did explain in my evidence in chief, and in actual fact we did not stop there the whole night because we had arrived at Pretoria around 3 a.m. Uthike lobu fakazi lobu obuqhayi kanjena wena awuzange uchaze la enkantolo ngalesikhathi ukhana ngobufakazi bakho mawuqala uthi usajeni uma ephendula kahle kahle asihlalanga laphayana ubusuku bonke thina siye saba laphayana ePretoria sifike ngabo 3 ntathabusa uma ingabe bongizwile uma bekuphana ngobufakazi bami ngiye ngachaza lento engiyisho namanje.
Sergeant, that is not correct. We know now, it's on record, that you actually left there on the 19th. It was after midnight. From 1853 until midnight, you were still there.
Bare sele se bolela ga se nnete gape ba tseba gore lena le sepetse letšatši le latelang le fitlhile mola ka metsotso e šupileng ka pele ga iri ya bošupa gape la ba mola go fitlheleleng bošego gare.
Midnight run a command in Salushet or midnight and roughly a command.
After 12 o'clock.
Can you please explain to me what time are you referring to when you are referring to midnight? Ba re ka moraga iri ya leso ya masomepedi. When you recall well, if you would also refer to the AVL, it will also reflect on what time did I leave. Uthi lobu bufakazi bokuthi nihambe ngemva kwentathabusa awuchazanga. Uthi usajeni ngicela ungichazisele uma ukhuluma ngentathabusa ukhuluma ngayo isiphi isikhathi kumele uthi ngisho ubusuku phakathi ngehora le-12 uthi uma ningabheka i-AVL izochaza ke ukuthi ngalelo langa ngihambe laphayana ngobani isikhathi.
Actually, Sergeant, the AVL shows that you actually left that place around 19 minutes past 12 midnight.
Bare AVL e bontsha gore lena le sepetse tlongela metsotso ya lesome senyane ka moraga bošigo gare. May I please refer to the AVL before I respond? Uthi ke i-AVL ibonisa ukuthi nihambe laphayana imizuzu e-14 nesishagalolunye ngemva kwehora le-12 ebusuku. Uthi ngicela ukuyibheka ngaphambi kokuthi ngaphendula.
I do
not have my glasses. May the interpreter please assist me. You said what time? 12?
It is 19 minutes past 12 midnight. That is on the 19th.
Okay, one.
Yes, I can see that. Uthi ngiyayibona la usho khona isikhathi semizuzu e-18.
Now you concede that you actually stayed there from 1853 on the 18th, and you only left there on the 19th at 9 minutes past 12 at midnight.
Biale le a dumela gore lena le fitlhile mola ka 1853 la tlo sepela ka 19 minutes past 12. That is correct. Uthi yebo ngiyavuma ukuthi sifike laphayana uma kube kusele imizuzu eyisikhombisa ngaphambi kwehora lesikhombisa. Sasuka ke uma kusele uma imizuzu beyishagalolunye 19 ngemva kwehora les-12.
Now let's go back to my initial question. I said to you, this crucial evidence, you never mention it in your evidence in chief, even after or during the cross-examination by the counsel for accused 1 and 2, you never mentioned that piece of crucial evidence.
As the court is, that is not correct. He did mention it during cross-examination of counsel for accused 1 and 2. The fact that there was a mechanical breakdown of the vehicle, it was mentioned.
What are we arguing about? 19 minutes past 12. Mr. Munyeki, we're arguing about 19 minutes.
My Lord, this witness...
Yeah, you mentioned that he never mentioned that he was there for the rest of the night.
All I'm putting, my Lord, is that this piece of crucial evidence was not going to be to the benefit of the court had we not have sight of the AVL, because this witness never told us about that crucial evidence.
Your colleague says he did mention it under cross-examination. Mr. Balui says
yes. But my Lord, the court will remember that this information became clearer when the AVL report was produced, and very late, my Lord, during the examination, re-examination.
Okay, yeah, you may continue, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
And may I also put it on record that my colleague, Mr. Jonas, will be assisting in Zulu. I'll be doing Sepedi editing.
Thank you.
Thank you, my Lord.
Sergeant Bukhari, I'm putting it to you that this piece of crucial evidence, when the AVL report was produced,
Barre lena ba le botsa gore botlhatsi bo botlhokwa kudu lena le thomile go bo fana ka botlhatsi ba gona rest go tlishwe botlhatsi bo ba AVL.
nka gana lena ka gore ge le gopola botse a di tsona be le dutse ka lena gore be le gona maphoto ne re bala AVL at Ken Gomezulu ne re bala AVL step by step ke a tsapa re gona mo botlhatsi bo botsuile pele ka mo go nyotsa ona a ke tsona a tshele bo kwena because a gona ka mogolo re ne nka bolela go sena AVL gore ebe botse sa mae ka tsela ka o polo lo tse dintsi ke bolela ka moaga meraro ya go feta AVL e be le thushitse ka gore yale goro e na le ngabe ga se na le clear vision ya go dira ka tseng.
I would like to dispute that.
Yona into ishilo uma uqala ngeqaleni unikeza ngofakazi bakho oyishilo uthi cha wenza iphutha ke lapho angazi noma ubukuphi sihamba ngayo ke ngokulandelelana ke yona iAVL lena nokuthi futhi ke inkantolo ibone noma izwisise kahle.
Mr. Mohane, you are correct, but you clearly don't understand the question. All I'm saying to you is that in your evidence in chief, this incident about the stop at Mari never tendered during your evidence in chief. It only came out when you were re-examined by the state.
Barre bar botlhatsi bo ba gore lena le dutse garageng yela ye mo Mari Street le dutse nako e ka lekanang le di iri tse 5 ga senke lena ge be le thoma ka botlhatsi ba lena le ba botse gore re dutse mo garageng yela nako e ka lekanang le di iri tse 5 e tsweletse reste ndate Baloi a le botšiša reste a le botšiša dipotšo.
Lieb, the eau de parfum and the new Absolute Platine Yves Saint Laurent.
Phikisana ke nalo okwesibili lo ngaphikisa.
Let me again remind you, there was a question that was put to you. It was during the time when we were talking about 2020. You were asked the question as to what were you doing with the accused number 2? Why didn't you send him back to Pretoria? Your answer was that, one, you were still conducting other investigations. 2 was that the accused said he was going to be bought.
It was interpreted, the witness responded
Yes.
that it's the truth. Thank
ufakazi uyavuma-ke uthi iqiniso-ke ngibuza wona-ke ukuthi bengibuziwe-ke umbuzo ukuthi nkathi-ke ngami no-accuse number 2 ngachitha-ke amahora awu-17 kanye naye izathu-ke ngisinikezile ukuthi-ke ngangisaphenya-ke nokuthi wasethi yena-ke ayi-ke uzoqhubeka-ke noma uzoba body-ke uma engabuyela. Yebo, kuyiqiniso lokho.
Sergeant Mokhane, I'm putting to you that the reason
bare yana nako e be le nako e maleba ya gore lena le tle le botse kgoro gore lebaka le le dirileng gore le tšee nako ye telele ka mokgo gore lena le be le boya le Pretoria e be le ka lebaka la gore koloi ya lena ile ya senyega kaufi ya lena ba senke le botse kgoro seo.
gopola ke boditše kgoro a ke gopola ke bolela se sengwe ka ntle le eno.
I remember informing the court. I do not recall mentioning anything else.
Uthi-ke lelo-ke bekuyithuba lapho kuyichazelwa-ke enkantolo ukuthi-ke sinye seyizathu enkantolo
nna ke mo e leng gore o ile a tla a bitša mathuša tšatšing ke ge e le gore ke nako e be ba le botšiša dipotšišo lekgala bobedi ga se ge be le thoma lena ka botlhatsi ba lena.
E le ka buša botse ke rile ge re tloga Carltonville o na le di-case tše be re di dira tše e le gore kgoro sa leng kgopela gore ke di-printle ka lefa tšona gomme teng di a tlala court ya rena e le tsere bjale rena ge re phenya di-case tša na di šoro kudu nka se no dintšha ga botse gore diraeng ro diraeng.
If you would recall well, I had mentioned that as we were coming back from Carltonville, there were other matters that we were investigating, and those cases are very dangerous.
ngishilo ukuthi inkathi sibuya noma sesibuya ngayo ke eCarltonville kunamanye amacala esasiwaphenya futhi nokuthi ke ilawo amacala ke la ke esiwaphenya yonke amacala ke acayi kabe asikwazi ke ukuthi nje singabe sesidalule imininingwane yalawo macala lawo.
you see, Sergeant, you are again confusing issues.
Mr. Meyiwa, can't you leave that for argument?
No,
Because this witness can't argue against.
It's fine.
Wait. He can't argue against forensic evidence. If you putting it to him that he never said it in chief, that's it. You can pursue it under argument, because he says you were not in court. You don't remember what I said. I remember I said that I dispute what you said. So
As it pleases the court, my lord, I will leave that for argument.
yeah, argued. Then you can show that this witness' mind is wandering.
Indeed, ma'am.
Yes.
Sergeant Mokhane, after the Mari state, you said Jonathan organized the mechanic. Is that still your evidence?
Le rile ge le stole fitlile mola mo mmileng wa Mari ke mo e leng gore Jonathan yena o ile a bitša mathuša tšatši. It is confirmed.
Ngisakusho-ke ngishilo ngaphambili ukuthi ke uJonathan yena-ke kathi imoto-ke yayingahambi inenkinga owasilethela-ke umechanic.
And how was this mechanic paid?
Yena o patetšwe jwang
For fixing the state car?
go lokišeng koloi ya mmušo.
Well, a ke tsebe ke mechanic wa bona gore a re kwa ke tsola mpatetše bjena.
Well, I do not know, as it's their mechanic. I do not know how they paid that mechanic.
Ukuthi-ke wakhokhwa kanjani-ke ngokuthi alungiseke imoto yombuso angikwazi lokho kwakuwumechanic wabo ukuthi bangikhokha ngayiphi indlela angazi.
Let me also put it to you, Mr. Sergeant Mokhane, that even Jonathan, when he was and that he had to organize a mechanic to come and fix your car, he never mentioned that.
Bare nke ba le botsege gore le Jonathan ge be a tlile kgorong ga senke a bolele taba ya mechanic gore o ile a swanela gore a bitše mathuša tšatšing gore a tle a tlo le thuša go lokiša koloi yale ga senke a e bolele ye ue kgorong.
A ke tsebe nka se mo arabela ka re koloi e bele ya rena e se ya bona, so a ke tlo nankane a sa e bolele.
I do not know. I would not be able to respond on his behalf, as the vehicle was ours, not theirs. So I do not know why he did not mention that in court.
Kumele uyamchazela-ke ufakazi ukuthi noJonathan Imbala-ke nkathi ela enkantolo akakushongo lokhu ukuthi yena-ke khona lapha kubeya engine kwaphoqelekayo ukuthi alethe umechanic. Uthi angazi-ke angeke ngimphendulele nokuthi futhi-ke imoto kwakuyimoto yethu-ke bekungasiyona-ke eyakho.
On that issue, lastly, I'm putting it to you that there was no way he would tell this court because that incident did not happen to the way you are telling this court now.
Bar bona mo mafelong mo go yona taba ye ba re ba nyaka go le botsa gore be go sena ka mogwe leng gore a ba ka botsa goro ka gona ka lebaka la gore ntwe e leng gore lena le tlhalosha ka gona ga se diragale ka mogwe lena le tlhalosha ka gona.
a ke tsolla ka fetola bjang assignment la ka la ka dintho.
I do not know how to respond further to that question. However, I still stand by my word.
Ukuthi ke ngophendula kanjani ke lokushoyo ukuthi ke uJonathan akakushoyo lokho ngoba akuzange kwenzeke ngalendlela emisho ngayo angazi ke kodwa mina lokho engishoyo ngisakusho namanje.
I will leave that for argument again.
Bara batla elesa batla ba bakishana ka yona bona reshe dipolekishano tsa go bakishana di fihla.
Sergeant Mokhane, now we know that you left engine garage at 19 minutes
Straight to Pretoria.
Mangikhumbula kahle ke akhola esandlula khona masema khona sahamba sa ePretoria now.
If I tell you that that is not actually correct, you actually went to Eratem and you arrived there at 12:38.
Bare ge ba ka le botsa gore lena ga se nnete sewe lena le fetetse Eraton la fitla gona metsotsong ye 30 seswai morago ga boshigo gare le ka re
gore ke eme kae mara o gore ke ile straight mara e ke eme ka ba ke eme because Areteni is one of our head offices.
That could be correct. However, I'm going through as the AVL states on where did I stop. I do not recall. However, Eraton is one of our head offices.
Ukuthi ke ngaya ke noma ngadlula eEraton la ngafika khona ngo-12:38 angeke ngiphikiseke noma ngithi angeke kwenzeke akuzange kwenzeke ke lokho kodwa ke ngihamba nge-AVL uma ngiphendula ke futhi kungenzeka ke ngoba iEraton enye ke ama head office ethu.
And the records of AVL shows that you remained there for close to 30 minutes.
Bare ge di record tsa AVL di bontsha gore lena le dutse mowe nakong ye ka lekanang le metsotso ye 30. May I go through the AVL?
Ukuthi ke ngama u-30 minutes lapho bengicela nje ukubheka ke i-AVL.
No, ke nnete ke a bona.
I can see that it is correct.
Kuyiqiniso ngiyakubona lokho.
Now the question is that what were you doing there with the accused number 2?
Magareng ga boshigo.
Ka ke tshetse go boletse gore ke one of ya di kantoro tsa rena. Ba re ke fitile mo ke sa ke tsa dipampiri tse dingwe le gore ke sa go bona ke la time mara ke go pola rena ke fitile mo.
As I have already mentioned that it's one of our offices, it is possible that I had went there to collect some documents. However, I do not recall which documents are those.
Ukuthi ngangenzani ke lapho kanye naye umsolo wesibili ke ngisakhumbula kahle ke ngenzeka ukuthi bakhona
Ba ya dumping site ke tso para se dumping site mo aerial photography ya specialist sa matweto wa AVL for sure bontse tso ke office tsa rena.
I believe I had testified on this. I recall when we were going through the AVL properly, we did specify about this place. However, no one asked me on what were we doing there, and I would believe that the only point it was when I was asked about the dumping site, and I believe that the photographs of the witness that testified on the AVL, the specialist, he would have maybe shown that this is not the dumping site.
Ukuthi ke lobufakazi angikushongo ke uma ngiqala ukunikeza ngobufakazi bami ke ngikhumbula kahle ukuthi ke uma ngangibuzwa ke ngibuzwa ngayo iAVL lena ke akekho umuntu owangibuza ukuthi ke ngangenzani ke laphayana kodwa ngikhumbulayo ke ubufakazi ukuthi kwakhulunywa ngedumping site noma ke indawo ke yokulahla ke izibi ama office noma ke indawo.
I will leave that for argument because it's not correct.
Barabata ile sali yona ewe obane sel se bolelang ga se nnete.
Now, Sergeant Mokhale, we know that you returned to Pretoria on the 19th, and you arrived, or the AVL report shows that the engine was switched off.
May I please go?
Kuyatshengisa ke lana lokho ongibuza khona ke ukuthi ngibuyela. Ngabuyela ke khona ePretoria ngaye u230.
Sergeant Mokhane, if we calculate the hours from 8:15 or 8:11, when you book out accused number 2 to Carlton